In the realm of ancient Greece, where myths and legends danced through the minds of its people, one story stood out, a tale of ambition, wonder, and the consequences of unbridled motivation. This was the tale of Icarus and Daedalus, a father and son bound by their dreams and a pair of remarkable wings. Daedalus, a skilled inventor and craftsman, resided in exile on the island of Crete under the rule of King Minos. He had been commissioned to build the Grand Labyrinth to house the ferocious Minotaur, a task he completed brilliantly. However, Daedalus soon became a prisoner of his own design, and the knowledge he possessed posed a threat to the king's power. King Minos, fearing the consequences of Daedalus's cunning, confined the inventor and his young son, Icarus, within the walls of the labyrinth. Daedalus had been driven by an insatiable desire for freedom, for himself and for Icarus. They needed to escape their prison, but there seemed to be no way out. One day, while gazing at the birds soaring freely above, Daedalus was struck with inspiration. He would craft wings fashioned from feathers and held together by wax that would grant him and his son the ability to fly. He knew the dangers of flying too close to the sun, so he warned Icarus to stay at moderate altitude, neither too high or too low. The two of them laboured tirelessly in their hidden workshop within the labyrinth, and as the wings took shape, Icarus couldn't contain his excitement. The prospect of soaring through the sky filled him with boundless motivation. With every feather delicately attached and every layer of wax carefully moulded, their wings neared completion. Daedalus tested their invention first, taken to the air with grace and caution. He soared above the labyrinth, feeling the exhilaration of freedom, the wind rushing through his feathers. It was a moment of pure motivation fulfilled. Now was Icarus' turn. Daedalus, his heart filled with a mixture of pride and anxiety, helped his son strap on the wings. "Remember, Icarus," he said, "do not fly too close to the sun, for the wax will melt and you will fall." Icarus nodded, his eyes sparkling with determination. He felt the wings on his back, light as a feather, and his heart pounded with the promise of the open sky. He took his first leap and found himself aloft, the earth shrinking beneath him. Joy surged through him, and the world below seemed insignificant. As Icarus flew, his initial caution was soon replaced by boundless ambition. He climbed higher, carried away by the sheer thrill of flight. The sun's radiant warmth called to him, and with each passing moment he inched closer to its fiery embrace. His father warning faded from his thoughts as soon he sought to conquer the skies. Daedalus watched in dismay from below, shouting for Icarus to descend, to heed his words, but his son's recklessness drowned out his pleas. The wax holding the feathers together began to soften and melt under the sun's intense rays. As Icarus reached the zenith of his ascent, the wings lost their structural integrity. Feathers detached and wax dripped like tears from the wings. Icarus's exhilaration transformed into panic as he realized the dire situation. The once majestic flight was now a perilous descent. He flailed his arms and desperately attempted to regain control, but it was too late. With the sound of tearing feathers and the smell of melting wax, he plummeted towards the sky. Daedalus, anguished and broken-hearted, saw his son fall from the sky. He rushed to the edge of the sea, shouting Icarus' name. The waves swallowed Icarus, and the waters closed over him, extinguishing the brilliant fire of his ambition. In the end, the tragic story of Icarus and Daedalus serves as a timeless cautionary tale. It teaches us that while motivation is a powerful force that can propel us to great heights, it must be tempered with wisdom and caution. Excessive ambition, when unchecked, can lead to our downfall. The wings that had lifted Icarus towards his dreams had in the end melted because of his unbridled motivation.